The Mini Cooper SE Countryman ALL4 looks pretty much like any Mini Countryman, but there's a big difference, and it's not just longer nomenclature. This one can be plugged in. Not to say it's all electric, it's not. There's a gas engine and a tailpipe. The SE is a plug-in hybrid, the first Mini to get any kind of powertrain electrification.
Everybody's interested in the all-electric range, so let's get right to it. The EPA rates it at 12 miles. Yep, 12 miles. And it's been a bit on the cool side this week, around 45 degrees. I'm averaging about 10 miles.
This system works well for those that live that far from work and can charge once there. And about the price, it starts at $37,650. After the federal tax credit of $4,000, it's only $1,100 more than a gas-only Countryman S ALL4. And some states have incentives that effectively drop the E's price even more. That means little if the car isn't appealing to drive.
Hybrids have a reputation for being pokey. This one is not.
0 to 60 sprints happen in about 6.5 seconds. Deep torque off the line make it feel even quicker. Mini claims it can run solely on electric power up to 77 miles an hour.
Now, you can force the system into a mode that uses mostly electric power, but if you put your foot hard into it, the gas engine comes on, giving you the power that your foot is asking for.
So in that case, it's really the driver's fault. What makes the Countryman SE run? Well, under the best bonnet in the business, there's a 134 horsepower turbocharged 1.5-liter inline 3-cylinder. It drives the front wheels and oftentimes doesn't fire up when the car is turned on. Driving the rear rubber is an 87 horsepower electric motor with 122 pound-feet of torque. The lithium-ion battery is underneath the back seat. That's raised an inch or so. It takes 3 hours and 15 minutes for a full charge using a 240-volt setup. The gearbox is a 6-speed for those who loathe continuously variable transmissions, and there are drive modes to wring minimum or maximum efficiency out of the system. In the automatic setting, the E draws on electric power, with the gas engine assisting after moderate throttle pressure. The electric side dominates if it has juice, but it's not shy about using the petrol side to boost acceleration.
All right, cul-de-sac test. Will it do the U-turn? It's a Mini, of course. No problem.
After using up the all-electric range of 10 to 12 miles, the powertrain behaves much like a standard hybrid. Shutting off the gas engine at stops, then firing it up to gain momentum. The powertrain operation is smooth and unobtrusive.
It can be a bit tricky to calibrate the brake pedal feel of a hybrid as it transitions from regenerative mode to the actual physical disc brakes. This one, a little bit on the lumpy side. It can be abrupt.
Interesting that the EPA rates the E model's average fuel efficiency at just 1 mile per gallon better than the standard Countryman S ALL4. Obviously, owners can use much less specified premium gasoline by charging the battery. Often.
Minis are typically lots of fun to drive, and this one is no exception. It's fun to chuck it into corners. You feel the extra weight, though, at 3,900 pounds. This is no lightweight.
Yes, the E totes around some 280 pounds of extra components, so buyers looking for maximum Mini enthusiasm in the curves will go with the gas-only Countryman, especially the John Cooper Works model.
Oftentimes, small cars are loud with lots of road noise. Countryman is pretty quiet. This is a premium vehicle. You will hear a little bit of electric motor whine from the hybrid system, if that kind of thing bothers you.
Inside, the ambiance is full-on Mini, which is unlike anything else in the automotive universe. Ambient lighting sets the mood. The gauge cluster is always easy to see, no matter where the wheel is set. For those who enjoy circles, this is your ride. Love the look and feel of the switchgear. Even large drivers will find a comfortable position in the heated seats, especially with this feature. Materials have a rich look, though I find this trim a bit plasticky.
Not that the sun is an issue today, but I do love these shades. They cover just about any situation possible. Would love to see these in larger vehicles.
Center console storage is lacking. Hey, this is a small car. And yes, there's dual zone climate control. The user interface, based heavily on BMW Idrive, is colorful with crisp graphics. There's every possible way to interact with it, including voice. The touchpad can be used to write information, which is surprisingly effective while driving, or the screen itself is touch sensitive. It pretty much covers everyone, including Apple CarPlay users, if the option is ordered.
This is a Mini, obviously not a huge vehicle, but at 5'9", I am comfortable back here. Thigh support is good, lots of foot and leg room.
Door pockets are quite large, and anything that doesn't fit will go in here. No power of any kind in back to charge phones? Buy an extra long cord. There are belts for 3, but keep it to 2 adults. Cup holders would have been a good idea in this section of the 40-20-40 split seats, I'm thinking.
This lovely rainy weather is a great opportunity to show you why I would skip the Dutch doors of the Clubman and go with the Countryman, because I can stay dry here.
There might be an electric motor and battery in the rear, but the Ease boot stays pretty much the same as the standard Countryman. That means I can get 5 packs of TP out of the rain.
And if you're thinking about moving to Seattle, it's always like this, always. We tell people that so they don't move here.
Want more electric range from a plug-in hybrid? Toyota Prius Prime offers 25 miles, Honda Clarity 48, and Chevy Volt 53, which makes the range of this one, well, mini. People that have easy access to electricity will get the most out of the Countryman SE's efficiency, and no other plug-in has the unmistakable Cooper Countryman personality. Currently, there's nothing else quite like it. As enthusiasts know, the BMW X1 and X2 share an architecture with the Mini Countryman, so it stands to reason there will be a plug-in version of at least one of those as well. In the past, BMW has vaguely mentioned an X1 hybrid for the Chinese market. I reached out to the Bavarians for an official word on availability and got the expected, "We don't comment on future products." I hear that a lot. I just wanted to let you know I tried.
Before I go, just wanted to say, I'm a big believer in plug-in hybrids. I own one myself, and I think that they're highly overlooked. Most people only drive about 30 or 40 miles in a day. So if you have something like a Chevy Volt that goes 50 miles on a charge, it's like having an electric car, but you can switch fuel sources if you go on a long road trip, and you don't have to sit around and wait for your car to charge up. Just saying, something to consider. That's Driven. I'm Tom Voelk.